Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Single Mom Raises Standards After Choosing Wrong Baby Daddy. Let's get right into it.
I have two baby daddies. I do. And I noticed the difference in my children because of the partners I chose. Now let me explain. I chose my first partner because he was tall. He was the tallest person in school. And that was literally my only standard, to be tall. That's it. A lot of the girls in my class were shorter than me, and I felt weird about being so tall, which I'm not even super tall, but they were just all super short. And so my only stipulation was, okay, my boyfriend's got to be super tall. And I had a really low self-esteem in high school. I just did. I'm sure that's no secret to anybody that I went to high school with. They could probably tell you. I was very shy, very awkward. I had a lot of social anxiety. And I was like super Christian, but not in the good way. Like, I basically took the Bible as like just walk all over me and have no boundaries kind of thing. Anyway, we'll dive into that later. Anyway, I can tell the difference in my children from the fathers that they have. When I chose my current partner, I had a lot more standards and a lot more things I would not accept, and a better idea of what partner is healthy and good for me in a family. If I could give any advice to any women ever, childless or not, it would be to choose someone who loves you back. And I mean truly loves you. Because I think the best thing a parent can do for their children is to really love and value the other parent. I can tell the difference between both of their loves, my first daughter's father and my second daughter's father, and how it impacts my child's behavior towards life and towards me. So choose your partner very wisely. I have two baby.
Yikes. She has two baby daddies. And apparently she itching from something. I don't know. What kind of drug you think she's on? I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe she's not on drugs. Maybe she is. Pretty girl, attractive girl. I'm going to give her just due. Her nose is red as all hell. I don't know if because she's, got a lot of allergies or something. I don't know what's going on with that. But I found it interesting that she's giving advice to people on how to date. Like, I'm going to tell you how to date. And it looks like, the video's getting a decent traction. Not too crazy, Got some likes, got some comments. But look, here's my thoughts on this, right? She said that she was, the part that kind of caught me, she said she was Christian, but not in the right way. She used Christianity as a way to, you could walk all over me. I know there's a verse in the Bible that talks about turn the other cheek, but it doesn't mean that, it means give people grace, but it doesn't mean that you have no boundaries. It doesn't mean that at all. And people misinterpret the Bible all the time. And this is why the Bible, in some ways, gets a bad rap, because people take the Bible out of its context. They don't do word studies. They don't try to understand what it means. They know what it says, but they don't know what it's saying, right? That's like kind of the difference, right? So anyway, but as a single mom of two, I think it's so interesting that she decided to raise her standards after her first child, which is just it's a common thing. And people would think that, oh, only black women do this. No, a lot of women, modern women, are suffering from feminism is creating the single motherhood that exists now. Now, is it probably more rampant in the black community? Possibly. As all bad ideas spread ubiquitously and quickly through our community. Like the ways this, like bad information disseminates quickly in our neighborhoods than it does in a white neighborhood. I guess they don't have any. Maybe the white neighborhood has more restrictions against it. They have fathers in the household that could kind of like deflect some of the bad information. But a lot of our households are run by mothers, single moms like her, and so bad information, bad values, bad morals, bad attitudes towards life spreads like wildfires. But again, here's a trend that a lot of single moms do, is that they raise their standards when their value, their sexual market value, arguably declines. Right? Like I think if we had to guess, how much does a woman's value decline after she becomes a single mom? Like I'm trying to think. I think Kevin Samuels said you lose like 3 points. So if you're like an 8, you become a 5. If you're like a 5, you become a 2. That's wild. That's wild. He might have said more than that. I don't know. If you guys remember how many points Kevin Samuels says to deduct from women after they have children, I don't know. She has 2 kids, so if you, if we give her, I think she's a decently attractive girl. Let's say we give her a 6. So you minus 3 points, she's like a 3. And it's wild, you know what I'm saying? But even though she's a 3, now she wants a man that, let's say, 3 points above her, so now she wants a 9. It's like a 3 asking for a 9. Like this is the brain cancer. This is the brain rot in our communities, right? The brain rot is that we're doing things so out of order that when it's time to hold tight and keep your value high and have boundaries, you have no boundaries. When it's time to reduce your value, reduce your price and be more open with your standards, you increase your standards. Like we do the complete opposite. And she said she was a bad Christian. You were a horrible Christian. Christianity never told you to spread your legs for someone just because they're tall. Christianity never told you that. So you clearly didn't follow the Bible. You probably followed religion. By the way, Christianity and religion are 2 different things. And what I mean by that is just if you believe in Christ, and if you follow Catholicism or one of the denominations or churches that exist nowadays, that's different than being a biblicist, as someone that actually reads the Bible, studies the Bible, and takes the Bible as truth. Very different. But, I think looking at this situation, we could see that, our women need help in choosing how to pick a mate. Like they really do. Like, where is your daddy? Where is your brother? Where is your uncles? Like the fact you just let it, this is going to really rub the short kings really wrong. It's going to prove all the black pillars wrong. Everything, looks is the only thing that matters. Looks is the only thing that matters. I think looks matter, but I am writing an ebook right now that says be attractive and shut up. So the attraction part matters, but also the shutting up part matters too. And what I mean by that is all that tall dude had to do was not get in his own way by talking his way out of the punani. Like that's it. Like literally that's all he had to do. Like don't talk your way out of it. Like when I meet girls nowadays, I know what to say, what not to say. And some people might say, "Oh, you're not being yourself. You're putting on a front." No, I just learned how to speak another language, the language called womanese. You see, this is what I used to do. Let me break down the strategy of what I used to do for getting girls. What I used to do, well, originally, just saw in the beginning, I got girls exclusively off my looks from since I was a kid all the way up to high school and even going forward to college. I relied on my looks. Then over time, I kind of started understanding behavior and communication. So I started experimenting with communication. And up to recently, I've started communicating my values to women up front. And it literally had a negative impact on women. Like I would meet a girl, she'd be excited to meet me and excited to talk to me. And the minute I started telling her my values up front, it would all go downhill. Now, you might say to yourself, oh, it's good for her to understand your values. It's good to have that serious conversation up front. It is from a masculine standpoint, from mansplaining. When I break down in my book, Be Attractive and Shut Up, there's 2 languages. The male language I call mansplaining. The female language I call womanese. In mansplaining, it makes sense to talk about things up front. Like if you're going to do a business deal with someone, talk about the important details of the deal up front. Don't get in business first, right? And then try to figure out the important details. But with women, that's kind of how it should go. You get in business first, and then you figure out the important details. Like, it won't matter what my standards are, not necessarily standards, what my values are to a girl. If I meet a girl, I'm attracted to her, she's attracted to me. That's kind of how it all starts anyway, right? There needs to be an initial attraction. So I meet a girl, I'm attracted to her, she's attracted to me. We can start having a serious conversation, but none of that's going to matter if we're never going to hook up. If we're never going to hook up, that serious conversation never is going to matter. Because in a woman's eyes, she wants to have fun first and do the hard part, like figuring out the serious part later. And honestly, anybody who could be honest, most women, you don't know their real character until you smash them. You just don't. You have no idea who she is, because ultimately she's going to look at you differently. She's going to respect you more after she submits to you in the bedroom. Like literally every girl, it's like a light switch goes on to a girl like, I respect him. The minute you smash her, like the respect just goes to the roof. Now modern women are a weird thing where what's happening now is a modern woman can get smashed by you and still not give a crap. So that's kind of a weird thing. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to adjust for that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, if you look at these stories that I present to you, you'll see something in common. None of these girls ever talk about a guy and what he says and how he seduced them into the bedroom. Because he don't have to. You don't have to. All you need to do is shut the hell up, be attractive, and shut the hell up. Literally, this dude got a child from a decently looking woman because he was tall. That's it. He had to persuade her. He had to convince her. All the things, all the strategies you guys use are not working. All these communication things you're doing up front, trying to negotiate. Oh, do you want kids? You want this? You want that? You want that? None of that's going to matter in a woman's mind. And so you guys can have fun first. So for women, fun first, then serious later. Men, serious first, then fun later. That's kind of how we do it. And so if you want to understand the two languages, get ready for my ebook. It's coming out very shortly. Just be on the lookout for it. When I drop it, I'm going to announce it. It's going to be free for all my supporters. And it's a labor of love for you guys because I struggle with some of these things too. I keep it real. I keep it honest. I'm not like some of these dudes that say, I slept with 1,000 women. And I'm not like some of these dudes. I don't lie, okay? I've slept with dozens of women, okay? Maybe 50 or 60 or so. I don't know. I lost count after around like 45 or something. I lost count. So I have no clue. I really don't know. But it's not 1,000, okay? But I've learned enough where I can share with you guys what works, what doesn't work. And maybe we can have a discussion about it, right? When I drop the book, maybe you guys can tell me what chapters you found interesting, what chapters you thought were garbage. I don't know. I'm going to just do this and just share my information with you guys. And I'll let you decide. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.